This past weekend, it was impossible not to watch the Triller thing. Ugh. I donated $50 to that. 1.5 million buys is what Jake Paul has announced on his Instagram. Roughly $75 million generated from that. They're going to have to pay out a lot of people, okay? They decided to put on quite a show with this pay-per-view on Triller. $50, what do you get out of it? Well, you get a chance to listen to Pete Davidson experience different things. He did not bat 1,000. Okay, Pete Davidson did not bat 1,000. I think he would even say that, but there were some laugh out loud moments from Pete Davidson. You got to see the Nature Boy. Woo! Ric Flair came walking in underneath a garage, watched a smack fight or a slap fight, which was beautiful. You also got to see the debut of Mount Westmore, which was Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg. It was Too Short, and I believe E40. E40, I think it was E40 as well. They called themselves Mount Westmore. Okay, so that was, I guess, the Mount Rushmore of West Coast rappers. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Then there was like a Frank Mir fight against somebody. I fell asleep right in the middle of that. Miss Justin Bieber, I guess, did a 4-song set. Then I watched the fight, obviously, afterwards. A lot of people were wondering questions or whatever. Jake Paul's throwing hands. Ben Askren looked like he didn't know what he was doing. It was quite a night. I enjoyed all the festivities. A lot of people saying they wasted their money or whatever. There has been worse pay-per-views, I'd assume, in the past, but I can see how you might think that the production quality was a little bit lower than it should, but I kind of enjoyed the vibe of the whole thing.
When you fell asleep is when I started watching for free. Actually, I didn't have to. The site that I was on didn't make me pay money.
You didn't donate.
I donated $50 today. You don't like?
I got
COVID.
it. Someone sent me a link that said you don't have to pay.
You don't like Ice Cube coming out and performing? You don't want Justin Bieber to have to earn the money?
I saw a picture of all the cash on the lawn. He seems like he didn't care that I.
Looks like the COVID cow bill.
Yeah, but at least you should maybe think about the performers here. You know, Ben Askren, he took his face and shoved it right into a
one time, yeah, he did. It looked like
guy's a pirate.
Ben Askren had never once stepped into a fighting arena ever.
Boxing, you mean?
Well, no.
Just in
the UFC, like, you still have to defend against punching. And it looked like he had never once practiced how to defend against someone throwing a punch.
Hold on, though. In the first, he ducked one early, and then he hit with a left overhand.
Yeah, let's make it look good for a minute, and then, all right, now.
Oh, so you are firm in the belief that it was a...
it's a work.
Everybody's saying
it was a work.
Oh, see, everybody's saying it was a work.
Yeah. I'm glad they sold 1.5 million pay-per-views because Ben Askren's, his payday for taking the dive has got to be awfully nice.
So he got 500 or 560,000 was his purse, 690 for Jake Paul, and I assume they both got pretty big points on the backside after everybody got paid out. The Biebs, you know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody that performed there. I believe Doja Cat was performing at one point. Every person on the internet was basically performing at one point. I have no idea how Lil Nas X did not get involved in this. I have no idea how he did not get involved in this. But I assumed after I fell asleep he did. I guess he did not. But so they're going to have to pay out everybody there. Then you get points on the backside. Ben Askren made over $1 million, we'd assume, for that. Jake Paul probably over $10 to $15 million. I mean, what a night out of the boys. And you know what? Jake Paul's a problem child, dude. All right. I don't know what the stretching business is, but it seems like when he gets his hands on you, you do go to sleep. Maybe it's a work, maybe it's not. But those two both fall pretty. I mean, if you're just saying, yeah, I'll get concussed for $1 million or whatever, that's very nice of you.
Yeah.
But Ben Askren, it did look like.
Sign me up.
Oh, you would? Yeah, he hit me right on the button.
It wouldn't even take much, too, because it'd be like my 9th or 10th. So, like, the punch wouldn't even have to hurt that much. But I would get a concussion.
He dead-bodied that thing, though. I mean, he did his body. So if he was selling that, if that was a work or whatever, like everybody's saying, he would have had to work on just locking up and falling face first. And
that's a specialty in MMA, isn't it?
He's working on taking a special bump.
So then whenever it is a bump, which I understand. So then when he stands up, and does the thing, and then he's like, walk towards me, you just do the stumble forward. Everybody's saying Ben Askren took a dive up.
And then
feels like
he's and then Paul's doing like the let me at him fucking thing when he knows like, hey, this is over.
Hey, listen, Jake Paul, you got to finish a fight when you can. Listen, as somebody who's been in the Oculus numerous times, when you see somebody potentially on their last bed, you got to finish that fight immediately, dude.
Well, I mean, I came home from worked a long shift. I forgot that I took LSD, apparently, because as soon as I get on there, I mean, they got a fucking 8-0 professional fighting Raycon, the earbuds. Apparently he's a reggae singer. And then we got fucking Snoop Double G fucking smoking so much dank. I mean, everyone there was probably high. De La Hoya was fucking off.
Slater
his
wasn't.
rocker.
AC was not.
I forgot that De La Hoya was.
De La Hoya did.
saw some
Hey,
tweets
he
and
did
he was fucked
commentary
up.
during one of the fights, bro. I
Here we
couldn't.
go. Yeah,
I
he was-
woke my wife up because of it to have her listen to it.
Yeah, he was interesting, huh? Oh, De La Hoya. I forget, Golden Boy, right? Is that him? So he's made a lot of money.
Yes.
He's made a lot of money.
Made a lot, yes.
What's that mean?
I mean, yeah, it's all about how much you save, I think. Dana White has publicly mentioned a few times that Oscar may need some money, which I'm not saying he does. I'm very entertained. I wish Oscar would have been on there for every fight.
Oscar and Dana have a pretty noted beef, right? I assume that's pretty loud. Oscar speaking, though, I thought to myself, oh, this guy, good businessman. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. He brought he's fighting in July, I think, or June, he announced, and then he said he's going to put him down, whoever it was. And I was like, all right, shout out. I didn't mind that Triller event. It was the most ridiculous thing of all time. Definitely, I could see how people are pissed off about $50, but Justin Biebs did a full 4-song set. I mean, are we not entertained? What do we got going on?
Like, how much did they have to pay all these musical acts? They had so many big time production pieces, and Bieber comes in and does 4 songs. Snoop's there the whole time. I'm thinking all right, is this just they just want to hit the ground running and let people know this is going to be our biggest event so far, so we're going to spend all of our money right here?
Well, Triller Fight Club, I think, is a brand that they're launching, I would assume, and going to continue to build, if I had to guess. They netted or grossed $75 million. Let's assume they netted at least 10 to 15, maybe even 20, even if they paid everybody at their highest amount. I would assume they made a lot of fucking money. Congrats to them. Hey, that's what the fight game is, promotion. And they just made a shit ton of it. A lot of people saying Ben Askren took a dive. A lot of people saying he was not trying to block his face from punches. I disagree. Early, he ducked one and then sent one back, but it seems like it's unanimous in this office, AJ. Everybody thinks Ben took a dive. Jake Paul, the problem child, still undefeated. He's going to continue to grow. And if they're going to put on festivals, music festivals with slap boxing, fighting, and Ric Flair, I'll watch it every fucking time.
More slapbox.
Howard's, the one guy kept flinching. They needed to stop that guy from flinching. He should have been knocked out early.